I'm gonna get my raft and go back out in the water.
Let me see your fingers. Alex, Kintner, they're beginning to prune.
Just let me go out a little longer.
Just 10 more minutes.
Thanks.
We're in the swim of the summer popcorn movie season, and what better time to pay tribute to the movie that's sometimes blamed and sometimes celebrated for kicking off the whole Hollywood summer blockbuster phenomenon. Jaws, directed by Steven Spielberg and adapted from Peter Benchley's runaway bestseller. One of the interesting things about Jaws is how little it really has in common with the state-of-the-art blockbusters of today. It has a great realistic sense of place, it's very character-driven, it often moves very slowly, and it doesn't really have a lot of high-tech, state-of-the-art special effects. Now there is, of course, an animatronic shark, but he famously makes little more than a cameo appearance in his own movie. This is partly because Steven Spielberg and his crew had real trouble getting this monster to work. But this really works to the film's advantage because Spielberg can use things like the shark's own point of view and deploy John Williams' eerie, spooky score to create a seamless and effective feeling of dread. Those things are what make the movie scary. What makes it so entertaining is the characterizations. Roy Scheider, one of the great underrated actors of his generation, making the most of a fairly underwritten part as the New York City cop transplanted to a tranquil seaside community. There's Richard Dreyfuss as the manic grad student trust fund marine biologist. I don't know quite who this guy is, but he's a lot of fun.
Well, this is not a boat accident. It wasn't any propeller. It wasn't any coral reef. And it wasn't Jack the Ripper. It was a shark.
And of course, the great Robert Shaw as Peter Quint, the Captain Ahab of shark hunters in this peaceful seaside village.
Sometimes that shark, he looks right into you, right into your eyes. You know the thing about a shark, he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. When he comes at you, he doesn't seem to be living until he bites you.
Steven Spielberg was not yet 30 when he made this picture, and of course, he went on in subsequent decades to make many large, important, more ambitious movies. But his core talent as a filmmaker is really on display in Jaws. And it's just this, that he can tell stories in moving pictures better than just about anyone. And the chance to appreciate his craft is one of the things that brings me back to Jaws again and again, even though I know the whole story from beginning to end.